Hello, wherever you are around the world. Thanks for joining us here on World Archery's YouTube. This is our watch along. We've come to the last day of action in the 2025 Hyundai World Archery Championships. I am Bernardo Oliveira, Brazilian Olympic archer, not from Latvia, just wearing this shirt today. And I'm going to be joined in hopefully not too long, Willem Bakker from the Netherlands, who had previously joined us for the watch-along of the Madrid Stage 4 of the Hyundai Archery World Cup. He's had some last change of plans, and he'll explain all of that. He is there in South Korea, and he's going to join the show in just a moment. But for now, it's only going to be you and me. You in the chat, everybody. Thanks for joining us. If you can just leave a comment telling where you're tuning in from, who you're cheering for today. We already had some very cool interaction over the last couple of days, and it's been really cool. So thanks a lot, chat. I'm speaking to you live from the Archery Plaza studios at the World Archery Excellence Center in Lausanne, Switzerland, the Olympic capital. And as I said, Willem is going to be joining from Korea. He competed in the World Championships. We had the conclusion of the Recurve men competition yesterday. We followed amazing matches here. And we had Gabi Schlosser, another archer from the Netherlands, joining us to dissect all of that. And so, having finished his competition, Willem can tell us how it was to be shooting on the field there in Gwangju, what the vibe was like, and so stick around to hear everything from him straight. Well, explaining as always, this is a watch-along, so we're here to keep you company as if we were all in the same living room watching archery together. And how do you watch all the competition? You just head to this QR code here on the left-hand side of your screen. It'll take you to Archery Plus at archery.tv, where you can watch everything. And the stream is getting started just now. We're seeing the opening images. We're about to see athletes being introduced in the arena. And if you followed in previous days, you know that we have giveaways, and we also have this board here at my back, just to keep track of the brackets a little bit. Whoever shoots a 30 in Recurve gets a little star on the board. But also on the right-hand side of your screen, you have today's brackets, and we'll get started with the quarterfinals. We have a heavily Asian lineup. First match is going to be Ansan versus Lee Jaman, which is a cracker of a match, one of the ones I'm really looking forward to. But then also we have Valencia from Mexico and Kang Dominates from Korea. It's a repeat of the 2023 World Cup final gold medal match, if I remember correctly, where Kang Dominates won 7-3, kind of... She earned her nickname, the Destroyer, and now she's back in hopes to be World Archery Champion on home soil. We're getting live images from the venue now on Archery Plus, so really, if you're not watching it, just head to the QR code and you can watch everything that I am watching. We see 2012 Olympic champion Kibo Bay sitting in the commentary box. She is the commentator for one of the official Korean TV stations, and you bet viewership is going to be sky high to watch the Koreans shooting today's Elite 8 matches. In fact, they have their 3 archers still alive in the competition, but don't take this as a sign that they will dominate for sure, because exactly the same thing happened last time out in 2023 in Berlin, and the 3 of them were eliminated. That's where we saw Maria Rachkova from Czechia be crowned world champion, but she was eliminated early, didn't even make it to today. And so we will also have Diananda Choirunisa, who staged a dramatic moment at the Paris 24 Olympic Games last year, losing in dramatic fashion to Lisa Barbelin from France. And then Anastasia Pavlova from Ukraine is a somewhat of a surprise against a young Zhu Yingyi from China, only 19 years of age. I dare say she's the youngest competitor in the field today. But you should be getting the images already of archers lining up in the arena, being introduced. Gonna say hello to the chat already. Thanks everybody for tuning in. Max M, Chip, Abram Ran, Abram already here showing his support for Diananda from Indonesia. And I apologize, as always, if my pronunciation of the names is not the best, but I do the best I can. So thank you once again, everybody, for tuning in and for leaving comments. And let me already put up on the screen, we're going to have our very first giveaway of the day. Let me bring that up. It'll be a prize offered by WheelWiz, courtesy of WheelWiz, Win and Win, the bow maker. And so we have our very first giveaway. I'm gonna pick the winner at the end of the quarterfinal matches, and we are giving away this special prize by WheelWiz that will be sent to your home. So make sure you join that one. All you gotta do is just leave a comment in the chat on YouTube saying who you're cheering for, followed by champion. And so the example that I have here is Kibo Bay champion, the 2012 London Olympic champion, who we just saw a couple of moments ago in the commentary position there in the 518 Democracy Square finals venue that was set up in downtown Gwangju to follow all the action in these World Championships. It's been an amazing 6 days of action. We followed everything here in the watch along, and so I thank you once again for tuning in. We are coming to the end, sadly, so today is the last day of action, and then the World Championships will be back only in 2 years' time, in 2027, when it's going to be held in Medellin, Colombia, and that one is going to be a big one, big stakes, because we're going to have Olympic quotas for LA 2028 being given there. But right now, it's all things Gwangju, all things 2025. This Korean lineup will be hoping to make their home crowd support very proud. And so once again, giveaway is already in the screen. Make sure you join that one. Some comments. Sunflower here tuning in again. Hello, Bernardo. Hello. Thank you very much. So should I call you Sunflower because your name is written in an alphabet I can't read? So for the moment, I'll be calling you Sunflower. And you also going to say good luck, Ansan. Ansan, who, if you watched the teams finals that we had on Wednesday, when I was speaking to the friend of the show, Siret Luik from Estonia, Ansan struggled big time in the mixed team. She really shot an average that was way below par for her in the mixed team with Kim Woo-jin, and that saw the Spanish duo of Elia Canales and Andres Temio Mediel beat the Koreans, who were, of course, they got to be the favorites, especially in mixed team, but it was the Spaniards that won with some margin, truth be said. And then Andres Temino, he doubled up and he won the individual title yesterday in an amazing match, super tight, against my compatriot Marcos D'Almeida. It was an amazing one. So if you haven't watched that, I take the opportunity to tell you that in Archery Plus, you can watch all the recordings. You can go back many years and watch many great matches, many great competitions that we've had in the past. One that I recommend you watch, but I think this one is on YouTube, is the World Championship Semifinal 2011 World Championships 2011 Turin and Semifinal Brady Ellison against Kim Woo-jin. Amazing match. Make sure you watch that one because it's one of my favorites in all time. Okay, everybody has been introduced. Now we're seeing on Archery Plus the brackets is slightly more beautiful than what I've done here in the back, but we are about to get started with Ansan and Lee Jaman. This is one of the most anticipated matches for today. Also, let us know where you're watching from. I'm in Lausanne, Switzerland. It's quite an early start here, 7:07 a.m. I have here my coffee, so let us know where you're watching from. Maybe it's too early or quite late in there for you, or in the middle of the day, so I wonder where you're watching, but no matter where you're joining from, thank you very much for joining us. Christine Kirchhoff, good luck to Ukraine. I take the opportunity to talk about Anastasia Pavlova because she is, as I said, somewhat a surprise today. It's just that we haven't seen her make individually the Elite 8 in the World Championships, but she's been around for a really long time, very experienced archer. She always impresses me with amazing scores in qualification rounds. She's been to the Olympics 2 or 3 times. So amazing, amazing archer, and really cool to see her there in the quarterfinals of the World Championships. And you bet it's going to mean a lot to her if she makes it to the quarterfinals, and even better, semifinals, I mean, and even better if she's on the podium. Great. Giveaway going on. Make sure you send in your comment saying who you're cheering for, followed by the word champion. And like that, you're going to be joining this giveaway offered by WillWiz. I'll pick the winner at the end of the quarterfinals. I'm going to bring up the graphics now for our very first match. It is Ansan and Li Jiaman from China. Ansan, who missed on being in the Korean team last year, so she wasn't in Paris. And Paris 2024 was, of course, a big storyline featuring this woman from China, Li Jiaman. She's the reigning Hyundai Archery World Cup champion. She won the final last year in Mexico in a commanding way. She won the final 6-0, just breezing past everyone. But she nearly staged what would have been one of the biggest upsets in Olympic sport, because she and her fellow teammates nearly beat Korea in that gold medal final at Les Invalides in Paris, what would have been immense. But the whole story was in itself just something to watch, something to follow. But let's leave all of that for a moment. We're getting started. Ansan is shooting first on target 1. But why didn't the match reset? I apologize for that. I'm gonna correct this in just a second. We have 9-9 for Ansan. Li Jiaman started with a 10 as the Chinese shoots her second arrow. Very beautiful white with purple bow that she's got. Wow, X10 followed by a 10, clearly taking this early opportunity that she has against the Korean. Ooh, and Ansan just a millimeter or less from the 10. Really, really close as we see her adjusting her sight a little bit. Li Jiaman taking her time during setup. Coming to full draw in a controlled manner, and it's a 9 to the left. 29 for the Chinese. Looking super calm, super unfazed with this first set. It is an early 2-0 lead for Team China. Sunflower, Kibo Bay, Choirunisa, Ansan. Yeah, that's a dream team, isn't it? Now, L, watching from Denmark, 7:08 a.m. in Denmark. Great stuff. Thank you so much, everyone. Join the giveaway, huh? And I'll just excuse myself to correct the graphics here. I don't know why the scores weren't reset, so I apologize for that. And I'll just reset this just a second. Okay, we're getting started with the second set. It is 2-0 lead for Li Jiaman from China. And hopefully we should be able to have the graphics now. Ansan coming to full draw. Let's go. She's got the most beautiful release in the world, really. Her technique is my favorite by a mile. We have the graphics now at last. I apologize for that hiccup. Jiaman's first arrow. Let's go. It's a 9, about 9.7 low. 6 o'clock. Ansan with her second arrow. X10. Great stuff. She is in the match. Definitely staging a good recovery. Up to Jaman to respond and try to hold off the Korean. It's a 10, just clipping the line. The scores are tied with only one arrow to go in this set. It's a 28 by Ansan. So Lee Jaman has here a somewhat of an opening. If she shoots a 10, she will have a very nice 4-0 lead over Ansan. Oh, sambo movement there by Jaman. Yes, we saw it being a bit wobbly. She drops an 8, low 27. So she goes from possibly winning this set to, slightly worse scenario to then tying. Actually, she lost this one. So we draw level in the match. It's 2-2. And I'll just have to input last set's score. Okay, putting this one here, we had a 27 for Ansan, just to make sure that we have the averages right, and a 29 for Lee Jaman in the first set. Have you submitted your comment yet for the Wheel Whiz giveaway? If not, don't wait any longer. Just comment who you're cheering for, followed by the word champion. So if you're cheering, for example, for Lee Jaman, you just write Lee Jaman champion and you comment that in YouTube and you will be joining the giveaway. Archer Key, thank you very much for tuning in. Dream Team, Kibo Bei, Choirunisa, Lim Si-hyun, and Ansan. Well, you 4 people in the same team you can have in the World Cup, but they're not going to be shooting all 4 of them in the same team competition, the same team round. But I agree, these are so strong. Back to set number 3, all square. Ansan starts strong with a 10. Looking well dialed in. Great recovery from the team's day, really, because she struggled big time and now she's shooting so strong individually. In a strong competitor in Lee Jaman, but it's the Chinese is already second arrow in the 8, while Ansan is 100% in the yellow. Not only in the yellow, X10 touching the spider, dead center. Lee Jaman is now up against the rope. Maybe this set is done for her. So she just needs to use these arrows to regain confidence. That one misses the 10 by only a millimeter or so. Maybe she did find her shot, and it's a 30 for Ansan, the first of the day. And she's going to get a star on the board. I'll put this one up in just a moment. This is out of reach for the Chinese. Lee Jaman with a formality arrow takes a bit long. It's a little bit wobbly. I'm afraid that the Chinese is struggling a little bit with her form now, and the look on her face does look different. Now, Ansan has gone from trailing by 2 set points now to lead by 2 set points. And she's the first one to feature a star on my board here today. Little star for Ansan. Back to that discussion on the Dream Team. Archer Key, I think Kibo Bei and Ansan, the same release, a strong release. Yeah, Kibo Bei's technique is amazing, but I still prefer Ansan. Ansan overall shot is my favorite ever. I think the only one that would rival with that is Park Song-hyun, who won individual and the teams in 2004 in Athens. She has got a textbook technique, really. It's absolutely wonderful. Archer Key has joined our giveaway with 3 entries. So Ansan champion, Lim Si-hyun champion, Kang Jae-young champion. Huge support for Korea there. And we have Park Jin-hyun. Okay, Korea, 대한민국 화이팅. Wow, thanks for joining. 감사합니다. It is Korea leading 4th set. This could be the final one in this match. Lee Jaman now is the one who has to react. She's shooting first on target 2. That's a 9. Quite close to the 10. As she adjusts her sight, Ansan, she is looking on fire. Her shot looks so steady, so controlled, and so relaxed. This is bad news for her rivals. Lee Jaman a bit more in control seemingly, and she confirms it. It's a 10. Similar spot to the 9 she had before. She adjusts her sight a little bit further as Ansan shoots her 5th consecutive 10. One more, and no matter what Lee Jaman does with this next arrow, Ansan is through to the semifinal. Jaman lets it go. It's another 10, so she does put pressure on Ansan, who now needs a 10 to win. A 9, and we split the set points. It's a 10. A consecutive 30 for Ansan. She wins 6-2 despite a slow start. She was only setting in. Wow. Great shooting by Ansan, already being congratulated by Lee Jaman and her coach, who in his own right is Korean, Coach Kwon Yong-hak, who has been living in China for a really long time, but Ansan, as she does some just hand gestures, waving to the crowd. She's got amazing support. A lot of people holding signs with her name, Korean flags, and we have lots of support there in Gwangju, despite the drizzly conditions that we seem to be having, or at least had a little bit earlier on. Everybody in their rain ponchos, but this is not making anyone less excited for today's competition. Ansan is through. Great stuff, huh? What'd you think about that one, chat? Chip says Ansan is unstoppable. Miss Mystical 144, home turf buff, let's go. Plenty of support here. We have a lot of comments, but not a lot of people entering the giveaway. Guys, come on, it's a Wheel-Whiz prize. I'm gonna put that up. You're gonna see it once again, how you can take part in the giveaway, as I will update my board, update the sidebar schedule here on our live. But already, thank you so much everybody for joining us. If you've just joined and you're wondering why I'm on my own, because we always have a guest. Well, we're gonna have Willem Bakker from the Netherlands joining in just a moment, hopefully not long from now. So there you have it. Ansan is the first archer to book herself a place in the semifinal, and who is going to be shooting against her is going to be determined in the next match. It'll be Alejandra Valencia from Mexico against Kang Chae-young from Korea, Tae Ha-min-guk. Did you know about this? Just sharing it with you. How do you say South Korea or Republic of Korea in Korean? It is Tae Ha-min-guk. So just some knowledge for you today and this Friday. Weekend is almost there, huh? What are the plans for the weekend, everyone? I'm going to Berlin if you're interested. Okay, so updating here. It's a 6-2 for Ansan. Already in the first semifinal, we have Ansan from Korea. I'm going to bring that just to show you real quick, as we have archers already entering the arena. Alejandra Valencia being coached by Mark Dellenbach, who's the head coach here of the World Archery Excellence Center. I have the pleasure of being able to work with him on a daily basis. An amazing guy. We see him there standing in the coach's box behind Alejandra Valencia. She's been working with us. She's come here twice already, as Mark was also in Mexico earlier before in this year. Little fist bump to start the match. Both archers looking relaxed, and she's going to be up against a force to be reckoned with in Kang Chae-young. Let me bring the graphics now of the match as we are getting started with quarterfinal number 2. But wait a moment, I'm gonna have to do this once again. So, I'm sorry for the hiccup once again with the graphics. It is 10-10. Both archers are starting perfect. Kang Chae-young with another 10. And Alejandra Valencia, who has her signature glove on the bow hand. Somewhat unusual. Taking long this time out. A little bit shaky, but that one is not far from the 10. It's a 9. Early lead for the Korean. Kang, controlled shot. It's a 30. The Destroyer starts perfect. 30 points. Alejandra Valencia has a practice arrow, if we may call it like that, and it's a 29. This signals her opponent that this is not going to be an easy one. Yo, gotta update the graphics here. Why is this acting up today with me? I don't know, but okay. Hopefully now we should be able to have it. Okay, I'm just gonna have to set up a new one here in this. Forgive me, chat. Really cool, this AI generated graphics that we have on Archery Plus, something that has been featured starting from last year in the competitions. It's Alejandra Valencia now trailing by 2 points. She's shooting first on target 1. Off she goes. It's an X10, exactly in the same spot she had before. Kang Chae-young with a 10. 4 arrows, 4 10s in this match. The Destroyer is on fire. Hopefully this time now you should be able to have the graphics. $19 for Alejandra Valencia. She dropped 1 set point as Kang Chae-young shoots another 10. She's keeping it up time and time again. Amazing shooting by Chae-young, who is looking good to make it a 4-0. But Alejandra Valencia with another 29. That is amazing shooting by the Mexican. Ooh, and I think that's another 30. I think that's 60. Amazing shooting by Kang Chae-young. She goes 4-0 up. That one will need a measure, but I think it is touching the 10 line. So it would mean it's another 30 for Kang Chae-young to go 4-0 up despite being up against 2 29s. Graphic coming up. Please help me out here in this one. Yeah, at last. Once again, if you're wondering what I'm doing here, this is a watch along. You can watch all the action on Archery Plus. I'm here to keep you company. The idea is that you would have 2 screens and then we're just watching together in this relaxed way. I'm updating the graphics. It is confirmed that it was indeed the 30 for Kang Chae-young. Absolutely amazing. As Gabi Schlosser said yesterday, I'll be back in a moment, but Alejandra Valencia shoots an 8. If 29 wasn't good enough, 28 possibly. I believe it won't be, as there is a little wobble by Kang. She drops her first point of the match. It's a 9 to the left, but because Alejandra shot that 8, the Korean is up by a point, and that's a 5 by Alejandra Valencia. I think this is pretty much over for the Mexican. Kang shoots a 10. She doesn't forgive the Mexican. What can Alejandra do? A bit shaky there to finish. She's back in the yellow, but that's too little, too late. Kang Chae-young only needs... She has, in fact, yeah, she only needs a 4. And she shoots an 8. 27 by Kang Chae-young. What a missed opportunity by the Mexican. It only would have taken 28 to beat the Korean in this set, but the rain is pouring down in Gwangju. Both competitors congratulate each other. Great sportsmanship, but this was a fairly quick affair and straight sets for the Korean. Whoa, I was expecting this to... in fact, it was a tight match in terms of the points in the sets in the first two, but it's just that it all came undone in this last one. But still, to be able to win this 6-0 is amazing by Kang Chae-young. Only that 8 in the end kind of stained a little bit her performance, but still, shooting 230s to start with is just unbelievable. So we're gonna have an all-Korean semi-final between Ansan and Kang Chae-young. Yes, we have here then the graphics of Kang Chae-young winner. Just completing here the graphics. And yeah, quite a lot of comments. Thank you so much, everyone. Thanks everybody for giving here your input. And I'm afraid I can't even keep up with all the comments, but I love your interaction, so thank you so much. Also, we have people joining the giveaway. Now, interesting thing here was said, just let me pick this up. Mystical144 says, Koreans officially getting at least a podium. That's right. So because they have 2 Koreans now, and in fact, I need to update my board. Because we have 2 Koreans in the semifinal, and you see also the brackets being updated on Archery Plus, it means that one of them will go through gold, so that's at least going to be a silver in the worst case scenario, and the other one for the bronze medal match, and it means that we could have already 2 Koreans in the podium. Lim Si-hyung will be hoping to make it 3, possibly in the podium, but she has Diananda Choirunisa from Indonesia standing in her way. Lim Si-hyun shoots first. It's a 9 for her. Jananda Choirunisa with a kisser on her string, something that we don't see so often. She herself shoots a 9. It is all square in this first set. Jananda with a 10. Now she has a crucial provisional 1 point lead over Lim Shi-hyun. She might be putting her name first on the scoreboard, and it's a good opportunity given to the Indonesian. Lim Shi-hyun with the 3 9s. Now she, on the left-hand side of the target, maybe compensated too much, and she's got 2 liners, but I think in both cases it does touch the line. I think it's a 28 by the Indonesian and a 27 by the Korean. We're just gonna need to check those arrows. There is a potential measure, but all right. Many comments. Thanks everyone. Thanks for being here with us. As I said, usually we have a guest, but we had a little issue, last minute changes for our guest Willem Bakker, who hopefully is going to be joining in just a moment. So for the moment, it's only me and you, the chat. We're having this very nice interaction. I really appreciate it all the discussions that we're having. As now, at last, we have graphics. Thank you once again for tuning in. We have the giveaway happening. At the end of the next match, which will be the last quarterfinal, I'm going to announce the winner of the giveaway of this Wheel-Whiz prize. There we have the graphics. It is a 2-0 lead for Jananda Choirunisa from Indonesia. Lim Shi-hyun X10 finds the middle of the target with her 4th arrow in this match, putting pressure on the Indonesian, who finished in the top 8 at the Olympics last year, but she shoots a 7, looks startled with that one. Have to admit, I didn't see anything too weird with that shot. Lim Shi-hyun, so steady, but we see the wind blowing a little bit. Even her body swayed, but that one is so close to the line. It'll have to be confirmed by the target judge. I think it's out, as Jananda quickly finds her way back into the center. Great stuff by the Indonesian. Not easy to recover from that big mistake in the 7. As Lim, with great timing, puts this out of reach for the Indonesian, because this is going to be either a 29 or a 30. Jananda, with a formality arrow in the end, drops it in the 8. So she goes from a 28, which had put her ahead in the scoreboard, to a 25. It is a subpar set, and now she allows the Korean to come into the scoreboard. It is 2 set points apiece. Please excuse me for allowing me to have this coffee quite early here in Lausanne, in Switzerland. And we have Sunflower saying Korean archery needs this to at least make up for the fact that they only have 1 gold medal so far. Man, now that you've put it this way, I have to agree, that's crazy. Like, we're coming to the last event, the last day of the World Championships, and they only have 1 gold medal. I'm sure they must be quite disappointed with this. But the girls are showing that they can do it. But still, we have 6 matches left in today's session. This is only the 3rd quarterfinal. We still have the semis, the medal matches, and we'll see which way this is going to go. It turns out that Lim Shi-hyun's arrow indeed did touch the line, so it was a 30 for the Korean. She gets a star. We're getting started. Set number 3. Lim Shi-hyun already lifts her bow, coming to full draw. She's at anchor, full focus. First arrow in this third set. A 9, not far from the 10. Her shots are looking really, really steady, really nice and controlled. Giananda Choirunisa, it's a 10. But she will need to keep up this level of performance if she wants to challenge and eliminate Lim Shi-hyun. Lim with an 8, that's a good opportunity given to the Indonesian. That one is really close, but I think it doesn't touch the line. Provisionally 17 points for Lim Shi-hyun. It's another 8 by Giananda, but still she maintains her 1-point lead in this set. Looks back to the coach to hear the input, the smile on her face, feeling somewhat good as Lim Shi-hyun shoots a 10, puts pressure on Giananda. Now she needs a 10 to win this set, a 9 to tie. Giananda, a little wobble, lets it go. It's a 10. So she is back in the lead of the match. It's going to be a 4-2 if that bottom arrow by Lim Shi-hyun does not touch the line. That measure can have an impact on the result of this set. We're going to have to wait and see. All eyes on target judge and agents 70 meters downrange. Target judge Sayed Jarha Hosseini. She's going to be checking that one maybe with a magnifying glass, and we'll wait and see. AI graphics on Archery Plus showing average impact of Giananda Choirunisa 6.8 centimeters away from the center of the target. Kang Fan, spicy match. Kang Fan won the giveaway yesterday for 1 year subscription to Archery Plus. Thanks so much for joining once again today. Karsten saying, I'm keeping my fingers crossed for Kang. Plenty of support for the destroyer, Kang Chae-young, who missed out on the Paris 2024 Olympics last year. Beginning of set number 4, Giananda Choirunisa from Indonesia is within touching distance of the victory. As Lim starts with the 10. Giananda, opportunity given there. It's her 4th arrow of the match out of the yellow. This is not the kind of mistake you can afford to be making when you're up against a Korean, especially on their home turf. Lim Shi-hyun had a 10, now a 9. 19 points for her. Giananda from Indonesia needs 10s to keep the pressure up on Lim. A little bit shaky there. It's a 9. So now she is 2 points down in the set. Lim Shi-hyun looking somewhat comfortable to make this a 4-4. It's another 9, and she does it. No matter what Giananda shoots with her last arrow, this is going to be a 4-4. And I think for the first time today, we're going to the 5th set. Giananda only manages to shoot a 26. No measure there's to be taking place. It's 4-4. We're just going to have scores confirmed by the crew 70 meters down range. And yes, indeed, I was just checking. We had 6-2 in the first match, 6-0 in the second. So today, for the first time, we're going into the 5th set. If you watched yesterday, we had a cracker of a match. Several matches, in fact, but we had a shoot-off for the world title in the Recurve men individual. And that one, yes, did go to the 5th set. And in the end, it was a shoot-off that went Spain's way, with Andres Temio Medial being world champion. But in the Recurve women individual, who is going to be world champion? We have a poll going on YouTube, and the majority of the votes 59%, in fact, think that it's going to be one of the Koreans. For sure, we're going to have a Korean in the gold medal final. Whether it'll be Ansan or Kang Chae-young, it is yet to be determined a little bit later today. But who is going to be facing them in the gold medal final is yet to be decided. First, one's got to be in the semifinal for that. And this is exactly what these two archers are battling out. Lim Si-hyung is shooting first. She lets it go. A high 9 once again. Her previous 3 arrows they had a tendency to be high. I think she was giving her sight a few clicks there. Dhyananda with good timing. It's a 10, but just, I think it clips the line. Great shot by the Indonesian. Lim Si-hyun's second arrow turns out to be a 10. She keeps the pressure up. The match is becoming more and more tense with each arrow. Now up to the Indonesian to respond. Looked fairly controlled, but she only manages a 9. This is basically an early shoot-off. Tied scores, tied set points. Lim Si-hyung. It's a 9, so there is an opening for the Indonesian. A 9 will give us a shoot-off, a 10, and we're going to have an upset. Indonesia at full draw, a little bit wobbly, let's go. It's a 10! It's a 10, so we need a measure on that first arrow, but I think it does touch the line, and I think we have an upset with Lim Si-hyung being eliminated by Indonesia's Dhyananda Choirunisa. All eyes on the crew, on the targets. We're getting images on Archery Plus. We have a camera focusing on that arrow, and yes, it is confirmed by the judge. It is confirmed, and we have a winner in Dhyananda Choirunisa from Indonesia. That one clearly touches the line. We're just waiting for the target judge to signal the winner. The scores are just being marked. But why is this taking so long? Okay, now we have it. The judge signals that target number 2 is the winner. Lim Si-hyung is eliminated in the quarterfinal by Dhyananda Choirunisa. We had already seen her with an amazing performance last time out in Paris 2024 in the Olympic Games, where she was stopped by Lisa Barbelan. But this time, she does beat the home favorite. In Paris, it was France. Lisa Barbelan got the best of Dhyananda Choirunisa, but this time in Korea, the Indonesian does beat one of the Koreans. So it means that it's not going to be a clean sweep of the podium by the Recurve women. Still, they have 2 very strong archers, but Lim Si-hyung eliminated. What do you think about that, chat? Whoa, that was a match, huh? As I saw one of the comments here, not the highest level as we've seen in the other 2, but this was a cracker match. So, yeah, no, all good in terms of stars. I'll update Dhyananda. There you have it. 2 Koreans, 1 Indonesian. So we have 3 Asians in the semifinals. Possibly it could be 4. If Zhu Yingyi from China beats Anastasia Pavlova, but the European will stand in the Chinese's way. Let's see how that one will play out. I'm getting the graphics ready for this one. Giveaway ends at the end of this match, huh? Everybody, you still have time to participate in this one. It's going to be, we're going to give away a Wheel Whiz prize. All you have to do is say who you're cheering for, followed by the word champion. I'm struggling once again with the graphics. Apologize for that, chat. First arrows, we have 2 8s to start with. The Chinese shooting an 8 matched by Anastasia Pavlova. Now the Chinese on the 9, still to the same direction, both on the right. Chinese giving her sight a few clicks as Anastasia Pavlova shoots a 10. Now she's 1 point ahead. Zhu Yingyi finds the 10 with her third attempt. It's a 27 by the Chinese. A 9 is going to split the set points. The Ukrainian shoots a 10, a 28. Plenty of loud support by her teammates there in the grandstands. Anastasia Pavlova looking laser focused. She is 2 set points up on the Chinese. Bringing up the graphics here. Almost done. I'm sorry. This time this gotta work. Yeah, apologize for that once again. Okay, we have confirmation. 2-0. Team Ukraine leads China. The buzzer's off, 2 beeps. Archers on the line. Once again, we're gonna have Zhu Yingyi from China, the 19-year-old, the youngest of today's lineup. This is the 4th quarterfinal to decide the archer missing in the semi-final lineup. Zhu Yingyi looking really steady. Shoots a 10. Ukrainian lets it go. It's a 9. As the Chinese shoots a 9. 19 points to start with. That's a good second set by the Chinese, for sure starting better than her previous attempt. Pavlova only manages a 9, so she's down by a point in this set. As it's a 29, but the Chinese, and she puts this one out of reach for the Ukrainian, so it's gonna be 2 set points apiece. As Anastasia Pavlova finds the middle of the target with her last arrow. This has got to be a confidence boost going into the third set, because there is nothing in between these two archers. It's only 9 arrows left to determine who goes through and who says bye to their World Championship aspirations. Once again, now we have graphics of this semi-final. If you're wondering where to watch all the action, just head to this QR code here on the left-hand side of your screen. It'll take you to Archery Plus at archery.tv, and you can watch everything. This is World Archery's Watch Along. I'm here to keep you company, to interact with the chat, and just bring you some relaxed conversation, maybe some laughs, and also some information. Anastasia Pavlova looking now maybe a little bit more nervous than she was before in this match. Both archers have shot only one arrow out of the yellow so far in this match. It is the 19-year-old Chinese shooting first on target 2, taking a bit long with this arrow, but it's an X10. She puts pressure on the Ukrainian. Pavlova now needs to respond. It's a 10, not an X10, but worth the same amount of points. That's good enough. Pressure has shifted now to the Chinese. She shoots another 10. Very high level in this set. Pavlova with good timing, but misses on the 10. Not by much, but now she finds herself in the back foot in this set. The detail of Zhu Tingyi drawing really fast. That one with great timing. It's a 30 by the Chinese. Puts this out of reach. Pavlova with a 29 could make a statement for the next set, and she does so. A 30-29 sends a clear message that she is not gonna let this one slip easily. So Zhu has a star to her name. Great. Let me bring some comments here, everybody. Thanks for commenting and for joining us. Karsten, so far as I can remember, the Indonesian women knocked the Korean women's team out of the championship in Berlin. Not that they will become the Koreans' bogey team. Oh yeah, that's a good thing that you're bringing that up, Karsten. Really, yeah. They beat the Koreans there in Berlin. That's right. That's very nicely said by you. And now Dyananda upset Lim Shi-yong. That's no small feat. That's amazing by the Indonesian. And what an amazing story it'll be if she makes it on the podium. 4-2. Early, we have a lead for the young Chinese, Anastasia Pavlova. That one was just a bit out of balance as she shoots an 8. This is a big opening for the Chinese. It's a 9, close to the 8. Not the best shot, but this puts the Chinese 1 point ahead in this set. She can win and advance to the semifinal already in this set. As that was not a good release by Pavlova, that was way too crisp. She shot a 7. This might be over for the Ukrainian, especially with this 10 by the Chinese. Anastasia Pavlova, all she can do is shoot a 10 and hope for the best, but it's a 7. So 22 points for the Ukrainian. Everything came undone in this last set. As Zhu shoots a 29. The Chinese is through. She eliminates Anastasia Pavlova from Ukraine in 4 sets. The look of upset in the Ukrainian's face says it all. It all came undone for her in that last set. Despite the strong performance of 28, 28, and 29, she is eliminated 6-2. Big smile for the Korean coach over there in the Chinese side, Kwon Young-hak. I'm going to update the board, but before that, I'm going to bring once again the giveaway. And I will update the schedule as well. But everyone, once again, you still have time. In the beginning of the second semifinal, of the first semifinal, so the next match, I'm going to announce the winner of this giveaway of the prize offered by Will Wiz. All you gotta do is write who you're cheering for, followed by the word champion. Just comment there on YouTube, and you will be in for this Will Wiz prize that is going to be mailed to your place free of charge. So make sure you put those comments in and say who you're cheering for. We're down to only 4 athletes, and I'm going to update the schedule here on the side. Just updating that we had then a 6-0 for Kang Chae-young over Alejandra Valencia. And I'm sorry, I just was distracted here because the president of the Republic of Korea is in the stands watching the competition. So imagine winning the World Championships in front of the president of your country. That's an honor, a big responsibility there. Then we had the Jananda Choirunisa beating Lim Shik-young 4-6. And lastly, 6-2 for Zhu Jingyi. Great, so now we should have it on the right hand side of your screen as we're seeing Ansan getting ready for the first semifinal. It'll be Ansan versus Kang Chae-young from Korea, Jananda Choirunisa from Indonesia up against Zhu Yingyi from China, which makes it an all-Asian affair in the semifinals of the World Championships. Archers coming into the arena. I will also close and change the poll on YouTube. Amazing stuff. I'll get a new poll up in just a second, but I gotta prepare the graphics for this semifinal. We are almost getting started. Ansan wearing white, her teammate Kang Chae-young wearing blue. Ansan that led qualifications in Korea with 692 points, which was the world record shot by Kang in 2019 at the World Championships in 's-Hertogenbosch in the Netherlands. Ansan starts with a 10, X10 just clipping the line. Amazing stuff, as she has tons of support there in the stands. 9 for Kang Chae-young, trails by 1 point in this set. Ansan with X10 and now a 9. Two 9s for Kang Chae-young. She trails by 1 point in this set. As Ansan has a 29. A great start by the Korean. Shooting on target 1. Off to Kang now. Shoots a 9 now on the other side of the target. It's a 27, which means that Ansan on target 1 is gonna be leading at the beginning of this match 2-0. Many comments, everybody giving their opinion, lots of people joining the giveaway. Thank you very much. Scores have been confirmed. We're starting set number 2 with Kang Chae-young now shooting first on target 2. This is a long hold by her. Very long. Wow, but she took her time to put it in the X. A smile by her because this is quite unusual. Such a long hold to come with a good result. Ansan matches it. It's a 10 by the other Korean. The 2020 Tokyo Olympic champion. Now we have Kang Chae-young with another X10. She had 3 nines in the first set, but now she has found her way to the center of the target. And Ansan matches it. What would you be expecting from a match between two Koreans on their home turf? They are making the crowd mega delighted with this performance. Now that might be an opening from Kang. She shoots a 9. It's not far from the 10, but a 30 from Ansan is going to put her 4-0 up on the scoreboard. And it's exactly what she does. Look at that. A 30 from Ansan means she gets a star on the board. Great stuff. Wow, look at that group size by Ansan. We're seeing the AI graphics there on Archery Plus. And everyone, I just will ask you all to cut me some slack because it's hard here doing everything on my own. But thank you so much, everyone, for joining. It's really great to have you all guys here. It's really a pleasure. Now we are getting started with set number 3. It is 4-0 up for Ansan. Kang Chae-young once again taking a bit long. She's up against the ropes, but she shoots a 10, exactly what she needs to try and put some pressure on her teammate, the Tokyo 2020 Olympic champion. As she shoots a 10, this is the 5th consecutive 10 for Ansan. She was struggling to shoot 10s in the mixed team final, but today, oh boy, she is not struggling at all. Kang Chae-young just misses the 10 by a millimeter. That one is so close. But this is an opportunity for Ansan. She's looking quite relaxed. This one drifts away further from the 10. It's a 9. Means that both of the teammates, Korean teammates, are all square. And Kang shoots another 9. 28 might be too little to try and stop Ansan. She's 110 away from making to the gold medal final. She lets it go. It's an 8. It's an 8 from Ansan. Her arrows started drifting to the left, which means that now Kang Chae-young, despite all expectations, is now in the scoreboard. It is 4-2. And I'm going to announce the winner of the Wheel Whiz giveaway. Thank you, everyone who kept on sending their everyone who joined, and the winner is Ceci Angus. So Ceci, I'm gonna put your name up on the screen here real quick, and just let me put this up here. Great. Okay, Ceci Angus, congratulations for winning the Wheel Whiz prize. text me on Instagram at bear_oliveira. I'm putting here my handle in the bottom of the screen, so text me over there, and we're gonna have another giveaway for the last matches. Stay tuned to see. I'll already tell you, it is a 1-year subscription to Archery Plus. We're gonna give that away until the end of the competition, but I'm gonna put that up on in just a second here on the graphics. But for the moment, Sissy Angus, congratulations on winning this Wheel Whiz prize. Text me on Instagram, please, to claim your prize. We are now getting started with the fourth set. Kang Chae-young manages to stay alive thanks to those mistakes, those dropped points by Ansan, and Kang is now in the 10. I wonder whether Ansan made a crucial mistake in letting her teammate stay alive in the match. Ansan now misses the 10 by a very fine margin. Kang Chae-young is leading by 1 point in this fourth set. At full draw, that was good timing, but it touches the line between the 9 and the 8. 19 points for Kang Chae-young. Ansan now with an opportunity to be back in the game, but that's an 8. She's struggling again. She has a startled look on her face. She wonders what's happening. She's looking at the target, trying to think, to look back into that shot, wondering what could be better. As Kang shoots a 28, that puts it out of reach from Ansan. It means we'll go to 4-4. A 10 by Ansan. She finds her way back in the middle. Good for the confidence, but she has let her teammate, who was trailing by 4 set points, to now be back in the game. And only for the second time today, we're going to the 5th set. Sissy Angus, I'm still waiting for your text on Instagram to claim your prize. And very soon I'm gonna put up how we're gonna do the other giveaway of the day. Okay, decisive 5th set getting started now. Another 8 in the same spot by Ansan. Look at her face. Everything is coming undone from her. Momentum shifting now to Chae-young's side. She's taking long once again, but she just took the time to put it in the middle. It is a 10. Provisionally 2 points ahead in this set. But most importantly, Ansan seems to be struggling as she sways her bow to the right, trying to correct it there. In the end, it's a 9. She has dropped 3 points in this set. It's a great opportunity for Kang, who shoots an X10. And it's looking very likely that we're going to have an upset here. An upset because Ansan started so strong. It's only a 26 from Ansan. All the arrows is slightly low to the left. She puts her hand on her face. Now only a 7 required from Kang, who hasn't shot out of the yellow. It's a 9. Amazing stuff. What a recovery by Kang Chae-young. And it turned out that that mistake by Ansan with her last arrow in the 3rd set was pivotal. The match hinged on that, and so Kang Chae-young, in a surprising manner, beats her teammate to go through to the gold medal match, and the look on Ansan's face is far from good. She will have to recover from this to try and be on the last step of the podium and win bronze. Wow, let us know what you thought about that one, chat. This was, whoa, didn't see it going that way. Okay, I'm bringing the other giveaway that we're gonna have at the end of this session. We are giving away a yearly subscription of Archery Plus. You're gonna get for free 1 year subscription to Archery Plus. So it means that until September next year, you're gonna have access to the entire content of our platform, our streaming platform, the one that I'm using to watch this competition and this watch along. So make sure that you comment who you think the archer of the day is. So you just put there in the YouTube comments, for example, it could be Kang Young Archer of the Day, or Ansan Archer of the Day, or it could be me. It could be Bernardo Oliveira Archer of the Day. Actually, not Archer, just commentator here today. But yeah, you can write anyone you think. But of course, it'll be cooler if you say who you actually think the Archer of the Day is. So keep those comments coming. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining us. As I said, I'm on my own today because we're hoping that Willem Bakker will be able to join from Korea, and he will explain why he took long to join us. But for the moment, it's only me, and I really, really appreciate everyone who's joining. I appreciate the comments. It's really cool to be here interacting with you guys. It's just that this is a bit overwhelming because I have so much to do, so much to take care of to feed all the graphics. But yeah, we keep going. Make sure you join that giveaway. We already had one winner, Ceci Angus, who I'm still waiting to text me on Instagram. So Ceci Angus, please text me on Instagram to claim your prize. We are going to get started with the second semifinal to see who's going to be facing Kang Young for gold. We're going to have Diananda Choirunisa from Indonesia, who is, of course, one of the big stories here today. She is shooting first on target 1. Up against the young 19-year-old from China, Zhu Jingyi. Zhu shoots first. It's an 8. A bit underwhelming start by the Chinese, but of course these first arrows are meant to be a sight setter after they've set out a little bit. As we should have them then there on the screen in just a moment's time. 8 followed by a 10 for the Chinese. Very rapid recovery to put herself in the center of the target. The scores are matched because Diananda Choirunisa has 2 9s. And the Chinese shoots another 8. Back to the same spot where she was with the first arrow. Good opening given to the Indonesian archer. Especially as she shoots a 10. She grabs that opportunity with both hands. She is now 1 step closer, or better, 2 set points closer to making it the gold medal final up against, by far, the home favorite, Kang Young. I'm checking here my Insta, still waiting for Ceci Angus to text me to claim his prize, as we already have another giveaway going on, a giveaway of a 1-year subscription to Archery Plus for free. Make sure you join that by just simply saying who you think the archer of the day is. Graphics should be coming up, hopefully. Yes, they are. It is a 2-set point lead for the Indonesian archer, Choirunisa. Zhu Jingyi has shot nothing but 10s or 8s in this match, yet to shoot a 9. This time it's a 10, putting pressure early on in the second set, but Dyananda responds in amazing fashion. It's a next 10. This is going to be a game of nerves all the way to the end. It's about who handles the pressure better. There is no doubt about the technical level of any of these archers. It's all about who can handle the pressure better. This is an opportunity that might come once in a lifetime of any archer. For many, it never comes at all. The opportunity to be shooting for a medal at the World Championships, and better yet, to be world champion. Zhu Jingyi, it's a 30 by the Chinese, a good recovery. Fist up in the air by the Korean coach Kwon Young-hak, who coaches the Chinese team. This is out of reach for Dyananda, but the 29 is a statement by her, showing that she is dialed in and she can come strong in the next set. Whoa, okay, expect close matches all the way to the end. Whoa, many comments here for Archer of the Day. Great stuff. Thanks, everyone. Lots of people joining in, and I'll also do a poll as well. I have the poll going on now on YouTube. It is 2 set points apiece. We are getting started with set number 3. Zhu Jingyi, 19-year-old from China, a little wobble there. Hesitating, took long. Yes, we saw that coming. It's an 8-7 liner for the 19-year-old from China. Another great opportunity for the Indonesian. She herself is shaking a little bit, nerves creeping in. It's a 6 by the Indonesian. She is laughing that one off because what else can you do? The arrow's gone. But Zhu Jingyi, who seemed to be in the back foot in the beginning of this set, now shoots a 10. Dyananda Choirunisa as well shoots a 10, but she is 2 points behind in this set. Zhu from China lets it go. It's another 10. So many 10s in this match by the Chinese. In fact, she has shot 6. Half of her arrows landing in the 10. Out of reach, this one. Dyananda shoots a 9 in the same direction as her previous arrow. I didn't want to bring this up, but Dyananda Choirunisa in Paris, she ended up going to the shoot-off when she was leading after shooting an arrow in the blue, I think, or black. Like, it was a very big mistake that she made and give away that match when she was clearly in the lead. And now she does something similar. It's not quite as dramatic, but in a match like this, every single arrow matters, and maybe this is going to be too much. Maybe she gave away crucial points in this match. Now advantage China. We go for set number 4. Now, 19-year-old Zhu is within touching distance of victory. Dyananda Choirunisa needs to keep it together, needs to shoot good arrows consistently to put pressure on the Chinese. She does so, and X10, one of 3 arrows in the center of the target, is done. Zhu, very fast shot, lands in the 9. It means the Indonesian has a 1-point lead, 2 arrows to go. She draws, comes to full draw. Conditions look good there in Guangzhou. This one goes a little bit high, just like her previous arrow. Tendency to be a bit high, but shots looking much better this time out. As Zhu matches her score, the Indonesian needs a 10 to put pressure and try to go 4-4 on the board. A little bit shaky, lets it go. It's a 9. Now this is in Zhu Jingyi's hands. A 10 and she goes to the gold medal final straight. A 9 and it'll be 5-3. Shaky, a little bit wobbly, lets it go. It's an 8. So, mistake made by the Chinese. That's good for the Indonesian side of the line because now we are 4-4. Opportunities being given here and there, and what we are seeing today is everybody to some degree struggling a little bit because the nerves, I can't even fathom what it's like to be shooting for a medal at the World Championships. We see the Chinese coach gesturing kind of like, keep it cool, keep calm, just trust the process, you know how to do this. All these archers, they have shot countless arrows in the yellow, countless arrows in the 10 in practice, but it's all about who can do it, who can deliver there in the finals arena, in the case of the Koreans, in front of your own president, for God's sake. We are getting started with the 5th set. Zhu Jingyi shoots a 9 to start matters in the very last 3 regulation sets of this match. She is matched by her Indonesian counterpart, is still high in the case of Dyananda. Both archers shaking, there was some hesitation there, a little wobble. It's a 9, and quite honestly, I think she should be happy it was only a 9 because that didn't look too good from Zhu. There is another opportunity for Dyananda now. A 10 is going to make her... It's going to put her head, but it's an 8. She drops an 8 to the right. It's not about who gets it in the 10. It's who makes less mistakes in this match. Zhu shoots a 10. It's over. It's over. She's through to the gold medal match. The 19-year-old puts this out of reach for the Indonesian Dyananda Choirunisa, who now shoots a formality arrow that lands dead center, touching the spider, but that's too little, too late from the Indonesian. 28-27. Zhu Jingyi from China will be facing Kang Chae-yong in the gold medal final. What that was. Opportunities given here and there, camaraderie as athletes and coaches congratulate each other. The Chinese is so happy, showing a uncharacteristic emotion a lot of times from the Asians, especially the Chinese and the Koreans, and you see how much this means to her. Whoa, what did you think about that, chat? updated my board, and yeah, heartbreak for some, elation for others here on the chat. And I'm laughing because I see the replay on Archery Plus of the special camera they have on the tripod just below the spotting scope for the coaches, and the reaction of the Chinese coach who is originally from Korea, Kwon Young Hak. Then his reaction was so strong, and he is usually a very effusive guy. We see him shouting a lot and being very emotional, and yeah, the reaction to that last arrow, the 10 by Zhu Jingyi, who put her in the gold medal final, was something to be seen. This is our watch along here on YouTube. You can watch all the competition that I am watching. Just scan the QR code here on the left-hand side of your screen. You'll be taken to Archery Plus at archery.tv, where you can watch everything. And the idea here is that I'm keeping you company, interacting, just having a laugh, bringing some information. And the idea is that you would have two screens, one with the live feed on Archery Plus and the other one here with me on YouTube. So thank you everyone for joining. We have a lot of people participating, people voting. I think we have a pretty heavy Indonesian audience, and yeah, guys, that was a dramatic one with Diananda losing that one, but still she can win in what would be a historic bronze medal for Indonesia. Thank you so much everyone for joining, and keep those comments coming for the giveaway. Let me put that back up on the screen, how you can participate in our giveaway of a 1-year subscription to Archery Plus. And once again, another reminder, I'm still waiting for the text from Ceci Angus to text me on Instagram to claim your prize of a Wheel-Whiz gift. But there you have it, how you can participate in this. I just have to prepare the graphics for our next match, which will be bronze between Ansan, who struggled in her previous match, up against Diananda Choirunisa from Indonesia. Ansan is shooting first, shoots a 10. She apparently has come back from the struggles she had in the semifinal, coming strong off the blocks. Diananda Choirunisa, who just moments ago we saw her shooting in the same arena. That time it was a semifinal. Now both of these archers are fighting for the last step of the podium and that bronze medal. Ansan has 2 10s, Diananda Choirunisa 2 9s. This is looking fairly comfortable for the Korean to have a early lead in this bronze medal match, as she shoots an 8 at the same spot where she was dropping points in the previous match. She doesn't have a good look on her face as she walks out of the shooting line. It might tell us that she is still struggling with her shot. She seems to be balancing on a kind of a knife edge where somewhat easily or quickly she can shift from an arrow in the 10 to another arrow in the 8 or in the red in general. So she seems to be struggling just to find that very last bit of balance in her shot. Whoa, as she rolls her eyes walking out of the shooting line. 28 was good enough to put herself ahead with a provisional 2-point lead in terms of set points. We are starting set number 2 with Diananda shooting first. It's a low 9 by the Indonesian. You can really feel the tension in the air. It is visible. Ansan, a little wobble, stabilizes her bow to finish the shot. It's also a 9. Both archers matched each other with their first arrows. With Diananda now coming to full draw, that detail of the kisser she has on her strings, somewhat uncharacteristic. It's a 9 to the left. The Indonesian archer, who's yet to shoot her first 10 in this match, but Ansan already in her third. That's an X10, which puts her 1 point ahead in the set. Diananda with her last arrow, it's another 9. 6 arrows, 6 nines for the Indonesian, as she kind of just shrugs this one off. Ansan with a great opportunity to be 4-0 up on the scoreboard. She shoots a 28. That's exactly what she needed. And it is 4-0 lead for the 2020 Olympic champion in Tokyo. In fact, the 3-time Olympic gold medalist Ansan. She has plenty of support in the crowd, people holding signs, everybody with signs written her name. We know she's mega popular in Korea, and the crowd is turning up. And in fact, it took me really long to say this, but she is in her hometown. Gwangju, Ansan was born in Gwangju, and so she is competing in front of her home crowd. This must mean so much to her, and now she's on her way to winning bronze. But Diananda Choirunisa might have a say on that to stop the charge of the Korean. Here we go. Third set. It might be the last one, but what a good moment for Diananda to be finding the center of the target. In her 7th attempt in this match, she finds the 10 ring. And that might be crucial because Ansan dropped 1 point. She shoots a 9. This might be an opportunity for the Indonesian, but she needs to keep it up. She does so with a 10 just touching the line there, putting pressure on the Korean in front of her home crowd. It's a 9 by Ansan. In the opposite side of the target, she looks up to the sky, clearly not feeling in her best self today. Diananda with a 9 puts this out of reach, puts herself in the scoreboard. It's going to be 4-2 no matter Ansan's arrow. It's another 9, so a 29 to 27. Diananda Choirunisa hasn't put a single arrow out of the yellow so far in this match. It's just that she took long to shoot 10s, but this time she came with 2. A 29 was too much for Ansan, and now hopes stay alive on the Indonesian side of the shooting line. We have a comment here from the VTJ. Why 6th place Deepika Kumari not came to quarterfinals? You mean 6th place in the brackets, maybe you were asking, but I think she didn't make the round of 16 earlier today, where we don't cover with a watch-along, but it was broadcast on Archery Plus, but we would just have to check that maybe after this set. Hopes are still alive on the Indonesian side. We're going to have Diananda Choirunisa once again for the 3rd time in this match shooting first on target 2. She lifts, draws the string, comes to anchor. A moment of full concentration, lets this one go. It's a 9, not far from the 10. A little quick to the coach, get some input. Ansan starts strong. The crowd goes wild, so loud there at the 518 Democracy Square in downtown Gwangju. A little wobble from Diananda, but she puts it in the 10. It's a great effort from the Indonesian archer, who puts pressure now on Ansan. Ansan doesn't have a lot of room for error here, and she shoots a 9, this time also close to the 10. It can go either way here, but the Indonesian needs a 10 to keep on putting pressure on Ansan. Good timing with that one. It is a 10. So all Ansan can do is shoot a 10 to match and take this match 5-3. A 9, and we're going to go 4-4. It's a 10. Wow, for the delight of the crowd. Her woman stays ahead in the scoreboard. Now Ansan, the local girl from Gwangju, only needs to match whatever score Diananda Choirunisa shoots, and she will be our bronze medalist. It is going down to the wire. Amazing shooting. Really, we need to give a shout out to Diananda, because she hasn't shot a single arrow out of the yellow in this match, and doing so in a final like this takes a lot of technique, a lot of nerves, and she's doing amazing. She is putting up a real fight up against no one other than Ansan from Korea, the triple gold medalist at the Olympics in 2020 in Tokyo. She led the qualifications in Gwangju, shooting 692 points, which a couple of years ago would have been world record. So it just goes to show off the level she has, and the AI tracking, the graphics, the insights being shown on Archery Plus are mind-blowing. It's really cool to follow all of that. Okay. It is 5-3 on the board. The buzzer goes off. Archers on the shooting line. It is Diananda shooting first. She needs nothing less than 10s to put pressure and try and take this to a shoot-off. She does so in style. X10 in the center of the target. Pressure shifts to Ansan. She shoots a 9. Indonesian recovery seems to be on the way, but Diananda needs to keep the moment up. She comes to full draw. Great timing with that one, but that's a 9. Perhaps a bit too fast for her liking. Ansan still needs a 10 to capitalize on this, and she does so. She does so, and a tie, I remind you, is in favor of the Korean. Diananda needs a 10. Timing was also good. It's an X10. Now Ansan needs a 10 for the bronze. A 9 will give us a shoot-off. If she lets go, it's a 10. For the delight of the crowd in Gwangju, the town girl Ansan wins bronze in the very last arrow, holding off the charge of an amazing Indonesian archer in Diananda Choirunisa, who hasn't shot a single arrow out of the yellow. She does have a look of upset in her face, understandably so, because in her last 3 sets she shot all but 29s. It is amazing shooting, but she was up against a legend in her own right, which is Ansan. And the Korean is gonna make it 2 Koreans in the podium. For sure, Korea is taking home bronze, but as it was mentioned before by one of you commenters in the chat, is that Korea has won only 1 gold medal so far in these championships, and they will be desperately hoping to make it 2. As we get more images once again of South Korea's president there in the stands following his nation's archers, the powerhouse of Korea. But the powerhouse has been struggling a little bit at this edition of the World Championships, just like they did also 2 years ago in Berlin 2023. I remind you that we have the giveaway going on right now. I'm gonna put that up on the screen. for everyone to see how you can join the giveaway and get a 1-year subscription to Archery Plus. I'm just updating the schedule on the side to show everyone. And we are going to have an interview with Ansan, your new World Championships bronze medalist on Archery Plus. Once again, okay, at last I have updated the side schedule. I'm putting it up on the screen. You have there how to enter the giveaway of a 1-year subscription to Archery Plus. It's where you can watch all the action. You can watch feature documentaries, educational content, competitions from years back. So really, what are you waiting for? Just send a comment there saying who you think the archer of the day is. Well, we have then 7 matches out of 8 are done in the 2025 World Championships. We've had many amazing matches. If we took a little bit long to have a 5th set, then since the semifinal, we've had all the matches going down to 15 arrows in 5 regulation sets. But we are yet to have a shoot-off. Well, we had a shoot-off in the Recurve men individual yesterday, and I wonder whether we're going to have a shoot-off between Kang Chae-young, the home favorite for nation Korea, up against the surprise, in my opinion, Zhu Jingyi from China, the 19-year-old, a new face in the Chinese team. She has an immense task ahead of her to beat the Korean in this gold medal final, but we're moments away from that match, and let me take a look in the chat. Thanks everyone who's joining. Everyone really appreciate it. We have here comments from Junaid Zidane, Chip, VTJ, Kanfan, BL Watches. Oh, BL Watches, thank you very much for joining us today. So we have people participating in our giveaway for a 1-year subscription of Archery Plus. Larasati Surati Noyo saying that Yananda still did a good job, though. She did, man, she did. And this is something that I can't stress enough, which is making it just to the Elite 8 in the World Championships is an amazing feat. Amazing. I was a professional archer myself. I shot at the Olympics. I won medals in continental level, but I never came anywhere near to making it to this level at the World Championships individually. And so I have nothing but respect for all of these archers. And I really don't want it to come across as like sometimes that I'm making fun of an archer or laughing. I'm just here enjoying good archery. And I just want to make it clear that I have nothing but respect for all of these archers. They have achieved so much more than I ever did. And so to be performing at this level at the World Championships is something that is words can't put it. It's simply amazing. So I totally agree with you, man. Diananda, she did amazing, just like everyone else that we saw shooting in today's session. NKN, Trin English, Lightman 3D. Thanks, everyone, really. Well, we are coming to the very last match of the World Championships. We had Many, many days of intense action, of amazing matches, and it's all coming to an end. The last 15 arrows of the championships are gonna be shot just now. And have I prepared the graphics? No, I haven't. I was speaking to you. I'm sorry. I'm preparing that. But we've had 9 to start matters in this gold medal final from Zhu Yingyi from China. And Kang shoots a 9 as well. Both archers tied after 1 arrow. As Zhu Yingyi already finds the center of the target with her second arrow. It is an X10, putting some pressure on the Korean Kang. Kang Chae-young shoots a 10. It's low, but that's good enough. That puts herself equal with her Chinese counterpart. I think there was a loss of tension there in the end, or maybe I was just seeing things. It is a 29. Great effort from Zhu. Puts pressure on Kang in the beginning of this match. But Kang matches it. She is showing this is not gonna be an easy affair. In fact, I would be really surprised if this match is decided in less than 5 sets. We already have a tie here. 1 set point across the board. 19-year-old newcomer, rookie Zhu Yingyi from China, up against such an experienced archer, an Olympic champion herself in the team's competition in Kang Chae-young. I can hear the commentary that is going on Archery Plus. We have Karen Bashir and Taylor Worth from Australia. They are the commentators for this broadcast, and I've heard time and time again Karen Bashir saying that he's really impressed with Zhu Yingyi from China, the only 19 years of age, and she's putting up such a fight up against a very renowned, very established archer in Kang Chae-young. It is really impressive, but that was only 1 set out of potential 5, and you know that consistency is the name of the game if you want to win it in archery. You don't, only shooting 10 is not enough. You got to do it time and time again. Wow, talk about consistency. Another X10 for the Chinese, her 3rd consecutive arrow in the 10. A 9 by Kang. An early lead in the 2nd set for the Chinese. I'm just updating last set as Zhu shoots another 9. It means that, yes, especially with that 10, Kang Chae-young is now level with the Chinese in the 2nd set. I wonder whether we're going to have another split of the set points. That's a 9, all of them in the exact same height on the target face by the Chinese, only varying in terms of the lateral dispersion they have. And it is matched by Kang Chae-young. We've had nothing but 29s in this match. This is very, very high level. 29.70 meters away with a recurve bow is no small feat, but these two are making it look like routine. This is the world title at stake here, everyone, I remind you. This is big. This might be the day that defines the career of an athlete, especially for the young Zhu Yingyi, representing China only at 19 years of age, renovation in the Chinese team. Her very accomplished teammate Li Jiaman was left in the way when she lost to Ansan. But there you have it. Confirmation. Oh, wait. Why is it showing 3-1? One of Jingyi's arrows. I'm so sorry. My bad. 3-1 actually, because Zhu, she had 28. Pardon, chat. So the Chinese now trails by 2 set points. She's shooting first, as she has done in every other set in this match. Taking long, shaking a little bit. Puts it in the 9 at 2 o'clock. Looks back at the coach to hear his input. And nods to that. We have Kang with a little hesitation there in the end. I wonder whether that touched the line or not. Too close to call. I think maybe that's a 10. As Zhu is back in the center of the target. That shot had great timing. Kang Chae-young is now at full draw. Great stuff by Kang, who shoots this one for sure. Now in the 10, that first arrow, I remind you, will have to go to a measure. And Zhu shoots another X10. It's a 29, putting pressure for sure on the home nation favorite Kang Chae-young, who's now at full draw. A little bit shaky, lets this one go. It's a 9. So we'll have to check the measure on Kang's first arrow, because if it does touch the 9, it'll be a 29. For Kang Chae-young, if it touches the line, pardon. And so it means that it'll be 29 apiece, and this takes us to 4-2, the lead for the Korean. But if it doesn't, then it'll be 3-3. All eyes on the target judge, Rubens Terra Neto, from my hometown. I know him very well. Brazilian judge who is there at the targets checking that first arrow. My gut feeling is that it is a 10, and so we should go to 4-2, but that needs to be checked. In the meantime, we have lots of votes on our poll for Archer of the Day. Lots of people, most crucially, joining the giveaway for the one-year subscription for the subscription to Archery Plus. And as I have Zayn Tan, what are the scores? Hi, Mr. Speaker. How can we know the scores? Thanks. I think you should have the scores now with the graphics. But after the measure, it was indeed a 10 for Kang Chae-young. It means that it was then a 29. So 4-2 for Kang Chae-young. She still keeps her 2-set point lead. She is within touching distance of victory. Zhu Jingyi needs to react, and she does so with another X10. She has shot countless arrows in the X so far in this match. Amazing, amazing shooting by the rookie from China. She's doing all she can to put pressure on Kang, who responds. The pressure shifts back to the Chinese side of the shooting line. Zhu Jingyi arrives at full draw with her hand quite low. Very unique feature of her technique. It's another X10, putting pressure once again on the Korean. Kang, who won gold with the Korean team in Tokyo 2020, is now hoping to call herself a world champion. She's doing what she needs because she shoots another 10, nothing but 10s in this fourth set. Zhu needs to keep it up in this level. She does with 3 X's. Already celebration from the coach because this is an amazing display of performance. The look of focus on Kang's face because she needs a 10 to edge closer to victory and to the world title. She does it. 30-30 of all the sets we've had in this gold medal final. Only one was below 29, and that was a 28. We even had a fan in the grandstands that was being shown in the images was shaking her head in disbelief of the amazing level of archery that we are seeing. This is absolutely amazing. A star for each one of them. This is absolutely amazing. As Sunflower comments, whoa, Zhu is shooting well. Well, only shooting well. She's just shooting the lights out. It is amazing. It is great stuff that we have here. Well, we are going for the fifth and last regulation, and Zhu Jingyi, this time out, she needs to win the set to force a shoot off and have another shot at the world title. She is shooting first on target 2, lets this one go. It's a 9. Maybe that's an opportunity given, an opening given to Kang. No one is blinking in the grandstands. Everybody watching attentively, some with their phones, hoping to film, to capture this historic moment of Kang Chae-young possibly winning the World Championships in Gwangju. She shoots a 9. There is another opportunity for Zhu, who shoots yet another X10. I've lost the count of how many X's she has shot today. It is absolutely amazing. As Kang now needs to respond. Looked in, controlled this one. It's a 10. All square. Zhu needs a 10 to put pressure and force a shoot off. At full draw, takes a bit long, lets this one go. It's a 9. So it's looking comfortable for Kang Chae-young, who only needs a 9 for the world title. 8 or worse will give us a shoot off. Kang lifts her bow, draws the string, comes to full draw, presses against her face, lets it go. It's an X10! X10! Look at that celebration from Kang. Amazing, amazing shot by her. What a way to clinch the world title with an X10. Kang Chae-young holds off the charge from the 19-year-old Zhu Jingyi from China. What a match this was, and what a way to be crowned world champion in front of your crowd who makes so much noise. And she waves everyone. She waves the grandstand with the VIPs, for sure. Waving to the President of the Republic of Korea, who has been the lucky charm for Kang Chae-young, who is now your 2025 world champion. What a match that was. What a performance, Sunchat. Let me know your thoughts. Well, I was so taken by this that I even forgot to update the graphics, and there you have it then. Kang Chae-young, champion. World champion, the Tokyo 2020 Olympic champion in the teams division, now wins the individual title of the World Championships. Formalities going on there, 70 meters downrange, agents and judges just checking the scores, but there is no doubt about which way this one went. We have had Kang Chae-young from Korea winning gold for pure delight of the crowd. Lots of chats coming in, everybody letting us know their impressions. Mystical 144, Korea is back on top indeed, but it wasn't easy. They had to shoot the lights out. They had to bring their A game to win this one, and it was amazing. Whoa, okay. We are gonna end the giveaway in just a moment. I'm gonna bring, once again, you have just a couple of moments, just once again, to tell us who you think the Archer of the Day is in the comments and be in for the giveaway of a 1-year subscription to Archery Plus. But before all of that, I want to thank everyone, really. Thanks everyone for tuning in. It's been really cool interacting with you, and would have interacted more. I just want to say once again that it's quite a lot for me here to do, and to keep the graphics running, watch the competition, handle everything. But I really appreciate everyone. I see several names that have joined in previous days as well of the watch along, so really appreciate you guys. We have then there on the screen How you can join the giveaway to get a 1 year subscription of Archery Plus, and now just update for one last time in these World Championships our schedule on the side, where we've had this 7-3 victory of Kang Che-yong over Zhu Jingyi from China. On Archery Plus, we have the interview now being conducted by Vanessa Lee, who is doing part of the social media work there in Guangzhou. So if you go on Instagram, that's where you're going to follow part of the work that Vanessa's doing with Audrey Addition from France. They're doing an amazing job, plus the team back at base as well that helps them remotely feed everything there on Instagram for you guys to follow all the action and feel all the emotions happening in Guangzhou. We have then on the right hand side of the screen we have all the matches done, and in the quarterfinals were the only three matches that we've had that didn't go down to a fifth set. Apart from that, semifinals, medal matches, all of them went down to the wire. The smallest of margins are podium. The medalists are going to come out to receive their prizes in just a moment. We're going to have then bronze medal Ansan from Korea, Zhu Jingyi from China with silver, and gold medal and world champion Kang Che-yong for the delight of the crowd. They're going to hear the Korean national anthem playing once again. And I have here, maybe if you have seen on other days, I have the medals that these athletes are going to get. This is made at the same place where the Paris 2024 Olympic and Paralympic medals were made, the Monnaie de Paris. And it's a very nice sleek box with this magnet that opens. Here we have saying it's been 150 years that the Monnaie de Paris has been manufacturing pieces of metal at the highest level. And here you have the gold medal, the one that we'll see Kang Che-yong getting in just a moment's time. Quite heavy, so beautiful, so nicely made. And so there you have it. I'm gonna close the giveaway now, and we are gonna have our winner in just a moment. Mystical 144, Kang the Destroyer has won. Yeah, that's a really cool nickname, isn't it? I used to think that Mr. Perfect, in case of Mike Schlosser, was a good nickname, but the Destroyer is so much cooler. BL watches, Zhu is the Teminho of the day. That's an interesting one, huh? Thanks for that comment. Okay. Closing the giveaway now. Right, folks. Giveaway time. Let me bring the draw. We are gonna have our winner of the giveaway of a 1-year subscription to Archery Plus in just a moment. And let the drums roll. The winner is Larazati Surati Noyo. Congratulations. I'm gonna bring your name up on the screen in just a second. Please text me on Instagram to claim your prize, and I'm gonna bring your name in just a moment. So Lara Zati Surati Noyo. Hopefully I got this one right. Yeah, bringing it up now on the screen. You can text me on Instagram to claim your prize. This should be coming up in just a moment there on your screen. There you have it. Congratulations, Larasati Suratinoyo, for winning a 1-year subscription to Archery Plus. You can text me on Instagram at bear_Oliveira. You have it all written down here. Archery Plus, you can just scan the QR code on the left-hand side of your screen. It'll take you to archery.tv, where you can follow all the action. You can follow previous competitions, the Berlin 2023 World Championships if you want. There are feature documentaries, educational stuff, and I highly recommend you go there to watch all the archery content you want to see. We are going to be back in 18th and 19th of October in just about 1 month time for the World Cup final, the Hyundai Archery World Cup final, and where we're going to get the best archers across the season. Started in April, went all the way to July, and we had amazing shooting, and those archers will be back one last time to wrap up the target international season outdoors before we head into the indoor season in the winter months in the northern hemisphere. Let me check my Instagram. Still waiting for Sissy Angus, who won the Wheel-Whiz prize, and still waiting for a text from Larasati Suratinoyo, so text me to claim your prize. Everyone, thank you so much. We are going to start wrapping up for this session. So many comments from so many people. Thank you so much, everyone. Mystical 144, Sunflower, discussion going on here on the chat. NKN underline, Zayn 10, BL watches, Tree Ningxi. Great stuff. Really, really cool, guys. Unfortunately, we did not have Willem join us, so so bad that Willem could not join us. It was really cool when he joined from the finals venue last time out in Madrid for the 4th stage of the Archery World Cup. As we see on the podium, that was really the big surprise of the day for me. Zhu Jingyi from China, great shooting from her, and I wonder, I'm pretty sure we're gonna see more of her in the years to come. But today is all about her, the Destroyer, as she flexes her arms on the podium, showing her strength, showing that she is on top of the world today, not for the first time, not for the last, I think. Kang Chae-young is your 2025 world champion in front of the Korean president. She receives that beautiful Herbelin watch, the mascot of the competition, there at the 518 Democracy Square in downtown Gwangju. Ceci Angus, Larasati Suratinoyo, please text me on Instagram to claim your prizes. Ceci Angus, who won the Wheel-Whiz prize, and Larasati Suratinoyo, who won the 1-year subscription to Archery Plus. Whoa, what a coverage this was. 6 days of action, 6 days of watch along. Thank you from the bottom of my heart, everyone who joined. It's really cool to be here with us talking, enjoying some very high level archery. It's a pure joy to be watching and to be talking about it. I hope to have brought some useful information, some fun facts, and some laughs for you wherever you're joining us from. I guess we are gonna wrap this up then. Everyone, the 2025 Gwangju Hyundai World Championships is in the books. This one is now in the past. Action is done in Gwangju. All the action now is going to be focused, all the attention is going to be focused in 2027 when the World Championships relocate to Medellin in Colombia, my continent, South America. We're going to be hosting the World Championships next time out in 2027. This year, we still have the Hyundai Archery World Cup final stage that will be held in Nanjing, China, across the weekend of 17th and 18th of October. Make sure you don't miss that. You can watch all the action on Archery Plus, and I'll be here in the watch along waiting for you guys. I can't wait to see all the action followed by all of you. For the moment, it's bye. from me. Thank you once again. Have a good one wherever you are, whether it's a good day ahead of you, whether it's a good night. Thank you so much. Have a good one. And I'll see you guys next time out for the World Cup final. This was World Archery's Watch Along on YouTube. I'm Bernardo Oliveira, Brazilian Olympic archer. Muito obrigado. Thank you.